friends, it's Nancy, and it is Wednesday, March the 6th. Had a long day at work. I gave a full day presentation slash workshop slash symposium today at the School of Social Work at the local university. So, yeah, I've been teaching all day. There was 85 people, so fielding lots of questions too, so I'm exhausted, but never too exhausted to do a little crafting. So what I have before me here is the challenge tags from last month from Tracy Fox, and it was 4 papers, I can't remember. 2 tags, 4 papers, 5 minutes. That's what it was. It's coming to me now. So the second part of the challenge was issued on the weekend, I think it was. So what Tracy did was gave 25 different ways of embellishing the tags, and you had to randomly choose 4 of them. So I just printed it out, gave each one a number, and then did the random number selection thing on Google. And the ones I got were 3, 10, 21, and 24. So I have to do lace, I have to do a person, I have to do lines, and I have to do a sticker. And in 10 minutes. So lace won't be a problem. I know I got a lot of that. I did have to dig for stickers a bit. Anyway, so we'll have 10 minutes to do this, so I thought I'd invite you along to craft along with me and keep me honest whether I get this done in 10 minutes or not. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do, so it talks about lines, so I want to do some sewing lines around my tags. So I'm going to take out these this is actually cotton, like a tone-on-tone cotton print. It was white on white, so I coffee dyed it and just tore some long strips to make my tag toppers. So I'm going to take that out, grab my machine. Ugh, I think I deserve extra time because I actually have to thread my machine with a different color. Yeah, so the subject today at the symposium was navigating legal systems for social workers. So, something I'm passionate about, and some of the students today are just 5 weeks away from finishing their master's degree. So, it was really important information for them before they start out on their careers as professional helpers. So it was good. I enjoyed it. And the school gave me a gift. They gave me this gorgeous plant, potted plant. So it had assorted tropical plants in it, and they don't know that I'm a plant murderer. So there's a paralegal in my office who has got an exceptionally green thumb, and we call her office the plant hospital. So we will check plants into her hospital for her to give them extra special care. I got an orchid for my birthday from, again, people who don't know me clearly. So I immediately checked the orchid into the hospital because I knew it would be dead within 3 days if it was up to me. And she said, well, if I'm taking it in the hospital, I'm keeping it. I said, you keep it, because seriously, I cannot look after a plant. Okay, so I'm just going to extend my stitch length to 2.6. Alright, so I think now starts the 10 minutes, right? I'm just going to do a running stitch around the edge. I know this isn't in frame, is it? I'm not sure that you would be able to see anything anyway. but we'll give it a shot. Should be easy for me to achieve the messy stitch look with the machine 18 inches away from me. Oh, I went right off. Went out for a drink tonight with one of my former students that I had last year. It was nice to catch up with him. He has a brand new baby, and she's beautiful. Her name is Evelyn, which I love. I love that people are using these very old-fashioned names for their baby girls now. I think it's gorgeous. I mean, some names are probably not ever going to come back, but yeah, you see Ivy and Iva, Hazel. I've seen Hazel. I think that's a beautiful name. I don't know if we're going to see very many Gertrudes or Gladyses, but just going to backstitch that a bit. So that's one. See if I can do this one a little faster now that I've had practice. Ah, this poor old machine. I made a purchase on Facebook Marketplace Monday, I guess it was. Not related at all to this. It was for some antique stuff for my booth. And there was a beautiful Elma machine on the floor. I said, "Oh, is the sewing machine for sale?" And the gentleman said, "Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to talk to my wife, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, it will be for sale. I don't know how much she wants for it or anything." I guess they were settling his parents' house out or something. He did say it was his mom's stuff, so I don't know if maybe they've moved or gone into long-term care or something. I don't know. So he said $50, and I said, "Oh." I was so tempted to buy a second machine, but where the heck would I put it? What do I need it for? I'm just going to shut that off. Oops, sorry for banging the camera. Alrighty. The scissors just went flying. So I had switched out my thread to an ecru color. So those are my lines. Okay. Lace. I had a couple pieces of laces here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So this was from that doll dress that I got on the weekend. I actually coffee dyed the whole dress and then deconstructed it. So I'm going to, instead of putting it right on the tag, I'm going to try to use it as a topper for the tag. So I'm going to trim down this fabric a little bit. Now, when you have it all ratty-tatty like this and you want to keep that look, don't cut it with scissors. Open up your scissors and just kind of rub it against the blade so that it keeps that raggedy look. Because otherwise it was not going to match. It's funny thinking about that. You want your raggedies to match, right? So there's that one, and I'll just show you this technique again. So you're putting it against the blade and just rubbing it against the blade. Be careful not to cut yourself. But see how it maintains that raggedy look. It has been monster cold here. It was like minus 18 or something today. On our break at lunch, we walked down, I don't know, about 2 blocks to a place that I know and like, and it was so cold. I think it took a half an hour for my ears to defrost just after that 2-block walk. I've had enough. I don't think I went through this second part. Had enough winter. That's it. One of the speakers today was a young lawyer who just started at our office. He's, I'm old enough to be his mother. He's actually the same age as my youngest, or my oldest son. He's 29. And, I've done something wrong here. Yeah, gotta shut all this stuff here. And he was so worried because he doesn't have a lot of experience presenting to groups, and was subject matter that he wasn't really feeling like he has a lot of experience about, which is not true. He has totally had enough experience to speak to this. In fact, he was probably the best person in the office that could speak to the subject matter, and he did a really good job. But he was concerned, but he did good. So I have to talk about this for an hour, and I said, no, you have to make up 10 minutes of content, because social workers like to ask questions, and that's what they do. They are going to ask you 47,000 questions. So just relax, Stephen. And he was really surprised how interactive the group was. I'm gonna need, oh, there's my stuff. Okay. Now, stickers. I found this book of stickers, so I'm gonna cheat. So there's stickers in here that have people. So this is people. And I'm just going to move this over to my watercolor paper. And the other one I was going to use is this little kid. So I'll move her. These stickers have white edges, so I'm just going to get them a little dirty. So I still haven't found my ink distressy tool thing. I'm almost ready to buy a new one because I cannot find it. It's possible that I threw it out while I was cleaning up. I mean, it is a little thing, but I know as soon as I buy a new one, it's going to turn up. Oh, I had something else interesting happen. So I want to say thank you again for watching the collaborative videos on the weekend. And then on Monday I got a message from a lady who runs a local, well, it's a shop, but they do a lot of art there. And she said, I've been watching what you're doing, and I wonder if you would like to teach a class. I said, I'd love to teach a class. Let's talk about it later this week. But you know what? How the heck would you teach a class about junk journaling? I mean, a person would have to, I don't know. So I gotta think long and hard about this. And maybe I don't understand what it is she's looking for, but we'll talk about it on the weekend, see what she wants. But I'd love to do it because I just enjoy it so much that sharing this hobby with other like-minded people would just be very enjoyable. Now this one's not sticking down for some reason. Are you sticking down? Not very well. These probably need a dab of glue. I went to Michael's on the weekend. I'm almost out of Fabri-Tac, and they didn't have any Fabri-Tac at Michael's. I nearly died. So that was Sunday. Now, thankfully, we have actually 2 more Michael's within reasonable distance. Maybe I'll switch these up anyway. So I could have gone to another one, but ugh, I didn't want to drive anymore. I was tired of it all. So I went to another Michael's on Monday, and I was able to procure myself some more Fabri-Tac, which is great. So I have a new bottle. I haven't opened it yet, but it's due. Can't be without the Fabri-Tac. All right. So did I manage to keep it under 10 minutes? More or less. Good enough. Good enough. All right. So that's it for me tonight. I'm pretty happy with how these tags turned out. I wonder if there's going to be a third step. Anyway, I hope your week's going well. Wednesday, we're almost at the weekend, people. So take care, and we will talk to you again soon.